So I just want to give you guys a heads up real quick that Instant Gaming are doing another giveaway where they are giving away this time 10 copies of Cyberpunk and 1 RTX 3080, which is just insane stuff. So if you want to get involved with that, there's just over a day left, so visit that link in the description below. It's one hell of a giveaway. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we are of course less than a day away as I'm making this video until the first ever DLC, but we're going to be talking about that in another video later today. But some crazy stuff has happened in the last 24 hours. We're talking two insanely cool things that are just crazy, and the biggest one being a glitch that's happened in the game that is just essentially not a glitch. Although it is a glitch, it's too much of a smooth glitch. And yes, we're talking about Captain America being able to use Thor's hammer. Now this is absolute insanity, so we've got tons of stuff to talk about alongside the graphics, as well as someone has done essentially what we can say a graphics upgrade on the game. So it kind of gives you a perspective on how we can expect this game to look on the next gen consoles, but the difference already is insane. As always, let's try and crush, let's say 13 likes or 12 likes. That would be absolutely incredible. And go ahead and click that big red subscribe button below if you have not already. Now I do want to start off with the first thing, which is that there is going to be an Ask Me Anything with the lead combat designer, who is Vince Napoli, happening tomorrow. Now there was an official post on the Marvel's Avengers fan-made Reddit account, right? And what it says here is that we'll be hosting an Ask Me Anything with lead combat designer Vince Napoli on the 8th of December. Ask anything combat related, whether that's for Kate, any of the core 6 Avengers, or enemies. We won't be talking about any specific heroes past Kate though. Feel free to also ask about combat design in general, or even any professional advice you may want from Vince. And then they're just basically saying that the time they're going to be doing this is at, well, it's basically between 1 PM and 3 PM Pacific time. And don't forget, we were talking about this yesterday, right, with Vince Napoli and, you know, the whole, I guess you could say, two key players, right? Maybe that's a good word to say, two key players that are coming from a certain game, like a big game, right? We're talking God of War. And yes, I mean, if you haven't checked that video out yesterday, you're definitely missing out. Check that one out. It's actually regarding Black Panther, and like I said, God of War stuff, alright? It's insane. But that's the first bit of information. Now the second one, which I know you guys want to know, is what was I talking about regarding Captain America being able to use Thor's hammer? Well, it was actually posted from Miller, as someone else actually who goes by the name Osas, hopefully is how you pronounce it, basically sent them a tweet just basically revealing a glitch that they came across in the game. Now what's interesting is even Miller, after watching this video, still wasn't really 100%, as you can see Captain America spinning, etc. But what's interesting is that the spinning animation isn't as static as Miller says himself, and it's actually a lot smoother than you think. And you'll be able to see the footage in the background, and then we also have a close-up as well, but you'll be able to see him actually be able to recall the hammer, which is just insane. And then of course in the second clip right here, you can literally see him spinning Thor's hammer. Now is this a glitch? Yes, but is it your typical glitch? Absolutely not. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure, like 98% sure, that it's impossible to be able to make another character almost do this animation if it's not coded to that specific character, especially if they already have some sort, I guess, some type of melee weapon, right? And we're talking about Captain America with his shield, like that's what goes in his hands, so he doesn't have the same type of animation as of course Thor does with the hammer. So is it possible? Is it a random glitch? It's definitely not possible to just be a random glitch, but it is a glitch. But I'm going to go with my gut feeling, which is it's a glitch on something that they are working on in this game, which, by the way, if that is the case, as this looks absolutely insane, and it's all possible anyway, right? Here's to hoping for this to be a real thing. I think that would just be insane. We've been talking especially a lot about the combat recently over the last couple of days, and you know how it really makes this game fun as it is. And I mean, adding small details and features like this, I can guarantee you 100% will absolutely go a long way. But leave your thoughts on this in the comments below. Do you think it's just a one-off, or do you actually think it's clearly something they are working on? Now, the final thing I want to talk about is someone actually posting on that Reddit page, which is the NVIDIA game filters for Marvel's Avengers. Now, they are using Black Widow to basically just showcase the difference. Of course, the one on the left is essentially the graphics enhancements, and the one on the right is just the standard base version graphically of the game that we have right now. Now, I don't actually have this game on PC, but if you do, then this is an absolute must. And I mean, the graphics just look insane. This is not a small difference. Of course, it's all going down to lighting and so forth, but when it comes down to seeing that sunset, the mountains in the distances, and I mean just that lighting effect as well, is just pure insanity. This absolutely looks phenomenal. And of course, I don't think they did show, as far as I'm aware, yeah, they didn't actually show any combat, but when it comes down to explosions and fighting other robots, I'm sure that would look absolutely insane. But also taking into consideration that PC is extremely powerful, and essentially there is no limit, right? If you can go ahead and create some sort of, I don't know, graphics pack or whatever it may possibly be, then yes, you know, the answer is going to be you can definitely make this work. I mean, anyone can. It's essentially like with a texture pack, except this isn't a texture pack, it's just the NVIDIA game filters, which is just pure insanity. But like I said at the start of the video, I guess this just gives us some type of perspective on what we can truly expect with the next gen version of this game, which I will still keep saying, because I know it is 100% going to be their way of relaunching this game. And I think graphically this game is okay for the current, well, when I say current gen, we are technically next gen, right? Although not everyone is still able to get their hands on next gen, myself included at this moment in time. I'm talking about the PlayStation 4 and this, you know, the Xbox One edition, right? It's pretty standard for how that looks. But going on the basis when it comes down to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X version of this game, this is definitely something just to kind of get a brief perspective and I guess some type of imagination on how this is possibly going to look. But again, I want you guys to get in the comment section below and let me know what you think on this. So just to recap all the stuff we spoke about in this video, the Ask Me Anything with the lead combat designer Vince Napoli is happening tomorrow. If you do want to go ahead and try and throw in some questions, I'll leave a link in the description below. Of course, they're not going to be talking about future characters, but like I said, Black Panther, God of War, some interesting things going down. Now a lot of articles are talking about that as well. And then, of course, we're talking about the fact of Captain America being able to essentially now switch the weapons that he has, which basically would just be an incredible feature. We've seen that ability to grab Thor's hammer. Absolute insanity. I'm telling you, that would literally be one hell of a game changer. But guys, that's going to wrap up this one here. Subscribe for more awesome content as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.